We hear dark web and immediately picture a sleek underground superstore, a marketplace where people effortlessly browse for hitmen, fake IDs, and counterfeit cash. Standard browsers like Chrome or Safari cannot see this network. It operates on a separate, decentralized infrastructure, invisible to the surface-level internet we use every day. There are no easy-to-remember .coms here. To visit a hidden site, you have to know its exact address, a chaotic, unreadable string of random letters and numbers that always ends in .onion. Access requires specific software designed to bridge the gap between the visible web and these hidden, fragmented networks. That software is a free, open-source project called the Onion Router, better known as Tor. Tor anonymizes web traffic by decentralizing the connection. Instead of sending data directly to a website, it bounces the signal across a randomized network of relays, hiding the user's physical location from their internet service provider. Criminals and predators rely on this exact system. They host illicit platforms under the assumption that this layer of encryption makes them impossible to trace. This creates a vacuum for law enforcement. Since the network is designed as a shield against authorities and providers, investigators have to find a way to unmask these users without breaking the encryption itself. The most cautious operators double down on their defense. They take a virtual private network, a VPN, and layer it directly on top of the Tor browser. This creates a series of digital walls. The user's internet service provider can only see that a VPN is active. The VPN, in turn, only sees a connection to Tor. No single entity has a clear line of sight from the user to the destination. Routing data through these localized tunnels is a slow, cumbersome process. The connection speeds are so low that the setup is effectively useless for any standard daily internet use. Because the math behind this encryption is virtually unbreakable, investigators rarely attempt to hack the network directly. They wait for the human behind the keyboard to make a mistake. Digital investigators and ethical hackers unmask predators by hunting for operational security failures. Investigators look for cross-contamination. A predator might maintain a perfect wall of anonymity on a hidden forum, only to register that same account with a username or email address they have used for years on the public internet. They also track reused IP addresses. If a user logs into a secure account for even a few seconds without Tor active, that single connection links their hidden persona directly back to a physical router. Even profile pictures provide a trail. Investigators pull a dark web avatar, run it through reverse image databases, and find the same photo on a personal Facebook or LinkedIn account. In more advanced cases, ethical hackers find backdoors in the servers hosting these sites. They don't use these to read messages, but to exfiltrate registration data, logins, and recovery emails that tie the account to a real identity. Masterminds are rarely taken down by high-level decryption. They are caught by the careless digital breadcrumbs they leave behind on the regular internet. Security on the dark web depends entirely on the discipline of the operator. Even the most advanced encryption fails when the person using it slips up. Malicious actors apply this same investigative logic to everyday citizens. They don't need to bypass your security software if they can exploit your habits to track your movements or steal your data. Attempting to use extreme measures like Tor for daily tasks, like checking email, is not a viable solution. The connection is far too slow and restrictive for standard browsing. Effective privacy for the average person starts with actively managing and cleaning your visible digital footprint. The most effective defense is compartmentalization. By using unique emails, usernames, and passwords for every platform, you ensure that a single compromise cannot be used to map your entire identity. Using a reliable virtual private network for daily browsing adds another layer, preventing your internet service provider from cataloging and selling your data. Modern internet use is a balance of risk. Anonymity is not a binary state of being hidden. It is a constant effort to manage how much of yourself is visible. You don't need to hide in the shadows to stay safe. You just need to be aware of the trail you leave in the light.